Am I gonna dislike anything in this video? My gosh. Hi everyone, welcome back. We are trying more new makeup today. More things from the Sephora sale. We've gone a bit crazy this time around, so I have more stuff to try out with you today. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and let's get started. We have a lot of stuff to try today. So let's get right into it. We're gonna try the new Kosas Dreamboat Comfy Smooth Sunscreen SPF 40. I actually didn't even show this in one of my hauls because this was a random purchase in between the two. So we're gonna try this out today. I love this cute little packaging, but this is very pricey. It is 1.4 fluid ounces and it's $40, which is quite pricey for a sunscreen, but we're gonna try it out. So it is tinted, so we'll see how much of a tint it has. I haven't really seen too much about, or I haven't seen many reviews on this, I guess I should say. Okay, so it feels almost like a serum kind of texture. Definitely does give a little bit of color. Okay, it's been like 3 or 4 minutes. So the tint definitely does kind of go in on my skin tone, but I do feel like if you are more fair than me, this might be a little bit dark on you. That's the tricky thing with the tinted SPF, is it's good because you can avoid a white cast, which is nice, but then if the color isn't exactly right for your skin tone, it can be kind of tricky. I like it. I like the feel of it. It feels nice, very glowy on your skin still, even after like 5 minutes. So if you don't like that, you might not love this, and it might be dark if you're super fair, but it's nice. So let's move on to Corrector. I don't have a new one, but I do have a new color that I wanted to share with you. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I love the Exa color corrector. This is the only thing in this video that's not from Sephora. And I recently got the same corrector in pink because a lot of you have asked me about the difference between the two, and I've actually done a short video. I think it's probably for Instagram. I don't even know if it's up yet, but I did that comparing the two, one on each eye. So be on the lookout for that if you want to see it. But basically what I found is that I really like mixing a little bit of both. So I'm going to take peach, and then I'm going to take a little bit of pink. But these are very, very nice if you want something that's hydrating but still gives quite a bit of color. If you have pretty dark circles, these are so nice. I know they were out of stock for a while, but I'm pretty sure they're back in stock most places now. And I've still been loving using this little Rare Beauty concealer brush under my eyes to blend this, or to blend in my corrector. So I find if I use a little bit of both shades, it kind of gives me the best of both worlds. I get a little bit of brightness from the pink, but I still get the color correction from the peach color. See how much brightness that adds? All right, for foundation today, I'm going to use this. I did end up getting the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Long Wear Makeup. This has SPF in it also, but it's SPF 19. I don't really know why you would even bother putting in SPF if it's the SPF 19, but anyway, it does have that included. I got the shade 1 and 2 in this, and I've been hearing great things about this, especially lately. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of had a little bit of a resurgence. But I saw Shelby Wilson talk about this recently, and several other people too. So we are gonna try this out. Okay, it's very runny. I'm gonna actually use my Rare Beauty foundation brush to blend this in. And they actually describe this as a matte skin tint, which is kind of different. I feel like not a ton of skin tints are described as matte, so I was very curious how this would compare to like my Fenty Eavesdrop skin tint, because that one is also, I would say, more of a matte finish. So I think the color is good. Definitely looking very glowy on me right now, but could definitely be just from the Kosas SPF underneath. But maybe it will dry down a little bit. All right, it's been a few minutes. It still looks very, very glowy on my face. I thought maybe it would dry down a little bit, but it still looks very glowy. Again, I assume from the Kosas SPF. But I like the way it looks. It's very natural looking. Kind of reminds me of my Fenty skin tint, just a little bit. I don't know that it's as blurring as the Fenty. That one is very unique. It has just a little bit of a smoothing quality to it. This one doesn't really, but it's very nice. I would say this is a true light coverage right now. You can still definitely see my skin through it, but it just kind of lightly evened out my skin tone, which is really my favorite type of complexion product. So far, so good with this. Now, I do have a new concealer. I don't know how this will pair with this, but we're gonna try it out. So this is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer, and I have the shade 1W0 Ecru. And I figured since this is a matte concealer, we can try spot concealing with this and see if it pairs well with the skin tint, and then I'll apply a little bit under my eyes over that corrector as well. But if you're not familiar, I showed this in my haul, but the packaging on this is all black. Looks like a not Pat McGrath, looks like a Tom Ford lipstick packaging, but it looks like this. This is a very pricey concealer, so I'm curious if it will live up to the price tag. So that is the shade right there that I have. Looks a little bit peachy in undertone, which could be good for under my eyes. So let's just go on my skin. I'm gonna use that same Rare Beauty brush and just tap this in. So I kind of want to see how this is compared to one of my holy grail more matte concealers is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. One of the very best products in my whole makeup collection. I talk about that all the time, but it's because it truly is fantastic. Okay, so I added a little bit of coverage. I don't know that it added a ton. Let's actually do it this way. I'm gonna take this small Smashbox blurring concealer brush, and I'm just gonna get some directly on this brush and tap it in. Yeah, so that definitely gives coverage almost immediately. Actually, I think this color may be a good match for me. Sometimes, or a lot of the times, I find if you're trying to get more coverage from a stick product like this, doing it this way usually works the best. I'm going to take that same brush and do the same thing under my eyes. I don't want to swipe under there either because we have those correctors under there and I don't want to disturb that. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely my preferred way to use this. Okay, so that side has the concealer. This side just has the corrector. Actually, the concealer looks really nice under my eyes. Very, very nice. It doesn't look like super, super matte, but it definitely doesn't look dewy under my eyes like the rest of my face does. Let's go ahead and do the other eye the same way. So I'm like barely getting anything here. I feel like this looks really good actually. Yeah, it's very nice. I would love to try this next time just over my bare face. with nothing underneath and see how much coverage you get from it. But I do feel like it added enough. It's not like a full coverage or anything, but it definitely added just a little bit more to that skin tint. We're gonna try a new powder actually. We definitely need some powder because I'm definitely still looking pretty glowy. So I've actually had this for quite a while, probably a few months, and I've not tried it. So we're gonna try it today. But it's the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. This is pretty new for them. I think this came out like, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. And I bought it and have not tried it. I love NARS, so I'm very interested in this. This is what it looks like. It's very thin packaging, which is kind of different. And I have the shade Creek, which looks like this. I don't really know much about this powder. I was mainly interested in it because it's part of the Soft Matte collection from NARS. And that's the concealer I was talking about earlier that I love so much. We'll use my new 55 brush from Sephora. Okay, there's a lot of like kick up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it with that mirror. And I am actually gonna lightly set my whole face because we're gonna go in with powder bronzer and powder blush. Okay, so this side has that powder, this side does not. So it definitely mattified. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm not familiar with this powder, so I'm getting it on the brush and then kind of tapping some off. Okay, for now I'm gonna leave the under eyes because I don't know if I wanna put this under there or not. Make sure to set the sides of my nose. Definitely mattified like a lot. Not in a bad way. It definitely did tone down the shine though. For bronzer, this is kind of random, but I'm excited about this. So this is the Sephora Collection Powder Bronzer. I have mentioned a few times I'm on a bronzer kick right now. I'm trying to find my absolute favorite powder bronzer. And as you know, during the Sephora sale, Sephora Collection is 30% off. And I was watching someone the other day, I can't even remember if it was YouTube or Instagram, I can't remember, but they were saying that these bronzers from Sephora Collection are actually very good and highly underrated. So I figured I would try one. This is the shade number 2 Mallorca. It says it's a matte bronzer with a creamy texture and buildable matte finish. So we're gonna try this out. Hopefully this is a good shade. I did swatch this in store and the swatch felt really nice. So that's it there. It's definitely very, very smooth, velvety kind of feel. I think I'm actually gonna use this brush. This is the Jane Iredale blending and contouring brush. They actually sent this to me with their new bronzers, but I like this brush. It's a little more dense and angled. Kind of do the same thing with this, kind of tapping it off in my hand first. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah, very smooth, you guys. Now I wish I could remember who it was that I saw talk about these bronzers. I watch so many people, I don't remember who it was, but somebody I was watching was saying that these from Sephora were highly underrated, and they're obviously a bit more affordable since they are from the Sephora brand. Gosh, that applied really nicely. Okay, yeah, I'm a fan of this already. That's like an instant love. You guys, that bronzer is $18. Right now it's 30% off, so it's not even super expensive. If you need a new bronzer, maybe look into this. Okay, I have so many blushes, I do not know what to use. I am gonna use some green on my eyes today, so trying to figure out what will go best with the green. I'm thinking I'm gonna try this. This is the Laura Mercier blush, in the shade Chai. If you were on my live that I did yesterday at 4, we were talking about the Sephora sale, and we were talking about these blushes from Laura Mercier and how I have actually never tried these, believe it or not. I have heard about them for years and years and years, but I've not tried them. So I finally got one to try in the shade Chai, which I think is just gonna be a really light, neutral, nude color. So that is it there. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, so yeah, let's go in with this because I think this will go the best with what I'm planning to do on my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna use the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A507. So this is almost reminding me of Buxom blush in Seychelles. A little bit. That one I feel like is a little bit glowier looking than this one. But overall, the color of that is kind of reminding me of this. Very pretty. I feel like I might have a little bit of pink blush left over on this brush. So it's coming off a little bit more pink, but solid formula. Let me look up close and see if it looks glowy. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of glow from the blush, I would say, but it's not like extreme dewy or anything. So that's nice. We found some good stuff so far. Okay, I don't have any new brow products, so I'm gonna quickly do that off camera and then I'll be back and we will move on to some eye products. I did my brows and then I did apply Rare Beauty eye primer on my eyes. And before we start the eyeshadow, I think I am actually gonna take the NARS powder and just apply a really, really light layer under my eyes just because the eyeshadow we're gonna use has some glitter shimmer in it and I don't know about fallout with it, just in case I wanna put something down there. So I'm gonna take this Morphe brush and I'm just gonna lightly add a little bit of this. I'm using this fluffy brush so that I don't get too much pigment because I typically have been using a powder puff for this, but that packs on quite a bit of powder and I don't want it to be too much. So we're just gonna use a brush and I'm just lightly tapping this on. Now let's move on to eyeshadow. I think I have so many things to use, but I really want to use this bento box from Kosas. So this is the Forest Night box, and this is one of the new shades. There are 2 new ones. I think the other one is a little bit more on the corally pinky side, but you know me and my neutrals, and then these are more of like kind of greeny gold colors. I'll insert some swatches. So you can see that one's like a bronze with like some golden shimmer in it. And then this is a matte brown, but it has some green glitter in it. It's very interesting. I'm gonna go in with this. This is a A29 from Morphe. I'm gonna go into this shade first, this bronzy gold color. I don't know, typically I would use like a matte color first, but this bento box doesn't really have a matte, so we're just gonna go for it with this and apply this. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I'm just gonna kind of put this all over the lid and kind of tap it up into the crease. I'm not gonna go like all the way up with it, but I do want to tap it up just a little bit. Oh my gosh, you see that? Wow, that's pretty. Okay, let's do the other eye. This is such an interesting shade. It's like taupey, but kind of green, but kind of gold at the same time. Okay, that is stunning. Love that. I like to always try to tie in my eyes with the bronzer that I used on my face. So I'm gonna take some of the Sephora bronzer and I'm gonna start applying this in kind of the outer corner of my eye and then kind of fluffing it up into the crease. Okay, yeah, so that bronzer, you guys. Even on the eyes, like it's applying really beautifully. Now I want to take a little bit of the dark brown shade with that green like golden shimmer in it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I want to use this. I say it's brown, but actually it almost looks green, like a khaki color. Okay, I'm gonna use this A504. It's a little baby brush, and I'm gonna go into that bottom shade. And I'm gonna put this in the outer corner, but kind of winging it out a little bit, like in a wing shape. I'm able to do that pretty easily with this because this brush is so tiny. So you can kind of use the tip of it just to get like a small little bit of color. Now, this is what I'm most excited about. Look at this color. Oh my gosh. Look at that topper. I wish you could see it in person, but it has like different colors in it. There's like a bronze, a gold, a silver, a champagne. It's like multicolored. So, I mean, look at this, you guys. Honestly, this is really pretty how it is. We don't even need this, but we're gonna use it. Oh, I bet honestly this topper just on its own without everything else would be so pretty. Oh my gosh. I knew I was gonna like this. I didn't know I was gonna like it this much. Wow, you guys. If you like these colors, these green khaki colors, oh my goodness. That is stunning. Okay, I just remembered I want to use this, the Give liner in Greener Pastures. So it's like an olivey green. You're not gonna be able to see it, I don't think, on my upper lash line, but I kind of want to put it on my bottom lash line. Let's just try. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it up here because we got a lot going on. Well, actually, maybe you can kind of. Ooh, yeah. So that added just a little bit more depth there. These are really creamy liners, but I just kind of wanted to use a little bit of it. I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to use a little bit of this on my bottom lash line too. I'm going to take this 209 from BK Beauty and just kind of smudge this out a little bit. Also, I just have to say that there is little to no fallout under my eyes. And I don't know how that's possible because you see all the shimmer I have on my eyes. There's not even any fallout from that. Kaja. I think it's safe to say I am absolutely in love with this eye look. I do have one more eyeliner. I was gonna use it on my top lid, but we don't really need it now, so I guess we'll just use it in the waterline. This is the Sephora 12-Hour Crayon Contour Eye Pencil in the shade Tiramisu. So this is the one I saw Jessica Braun mention. She said that this is a dupe for one of my favorite eyeliners that's always sold out, the Makeup by Mario Master Pro Pigment Pencil. She said this was a dupe, so we're gonna try it out. It's a beautiful brown. And one of the best things about the Makeup by Mario pencils, in my opinion, is that you can put them in your waterline and they will actually stay. It's very hard to find sometimes. All right, it went on my waterline really easy. Fingers crossed it doesn't transfer down today because that applied really easily on my waterline. So fingers crossed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. You know what's sad about this makeup is that the only thing I'm doing after this is going to Publix. I have to go to Publix to get a few groceries, and that's literally what I'm doing. I don't look like, these eyes don't really look like I'm going to Publix, but let's use this. I've been dying to try this forever and ever, and when they came out with it in brown, I thought it was a sign. This is the YSL Lash Flash in brown. I've been hearing about this, I feel like at least a year, maybe longer, and I kind of held off on it just because I don't need a new mascara, but when they came out in brown, I was like, okay, that is my sign. So this is the wand. This actually looks like a really true warm brown mascara. Some mascaras that claim to be brown are really just black. They're just like a lighter version of black, but this actually looks brown. But I think this is like a fan favorite for a lot of people. Okay, the brush is definitely on the large side, but it's not getting clumpy at all. It's definitely doing a pretty good job of separating them. Like, I feel like it looks pretty like fluttery. There it is on one eye. Hopefully it doesn't smudge throughout the day. That's one thing I noticed as I get older. I have much more of a problem with mascaras smudging throughout the day, so hopefully this one does not, but I'm liking how it is applying for sure. My lashes are kind of in that phase right now where I have a lot of them, like a lot of lashes, but some of them, I guess a lot of them kind of ended their growth cycle at the same time, so I have a lot that are new growth, but they're pretty short because they're brand new, but there's a lot of them. And still this mascara looks good. Oh my goodness. No complaints. It's not clumpy, separated well. My lashes look amazing even though they're not even that long at the moment. Let's go ahead and finish up with the lips. I actually have some products from LYS. I'm not super familiar with that brand. I only have one product from them before now, which is the concealer, but I did get a lip liner and a lipstick from them, and I picked these two shades specifically because I saw Morgan Turner wearing this lip combo in one of her Sephora videos. I forget which one it was, but the whole time I couldn't stop staring at her lips. I just loved these two shades together, so there I go again, being influenced. So this is the Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil in the shade Lavish. So this lip pencil is actually like a triangular shape, which is interesting because they're most of their products are in a triangle shape. Even the lip liner is. So let me swatch this color for you. I think this is gonna be, yeah, it's a little different for me. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit more of a brown. I typically go more pinky nude, but I don't know. I just love the way it looked on her. So we have that. And then I also got one of these Speak Love Moisture Matte lipsticks in the shade Dreamer. And look at this. This is such a cute lipstick. Again, it's the like triangular packaging and it's really tiny little lipstick. So there is the lipstick and there is the lip liner. Okay, super easy to apply. This color is reminding me of something. I think it's Nude Truffle from NYX. Yeah, so these are really creamy, but they definitely have that look of like a true wooden pencil. They feel nice, not difficult to apply, not dry at all. Okay, let's pair it with this lipstick. Do I like that? I don't know. Looks different on me than it looked on her. I feel like I need a gloss, like a pinky gloss to balance it out a little bit. I have this Merit one in Les Deux. I guess we'll try a little bit of this. So this is the new Merit Gelée Tinted Lip Oil in Les Deux. Ooh, actually, I said I wasn't gonna like it on that, but maybe that was exactly what I needed. I like the color of the lipstick and the lip liner. It's just, I feel like I needed to balance it a little bit with something, with a little bit of pink in it. This is very nice formula though. It's matte, but it's a very creamy matte. It honestly feels like the lip liner just in a lipstick. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. You guys, I just have to tell you that this is probably one of the best makeup looks, just the way it looks on my skin that I've done. Like, I'm stunned by this. I don't really have a whole lot to say about each thing because I really liked everything. And I hate to say that, I'm so sorry. But let's just go through the stuff real quick. First off, Kosas SPF. I would say I like it for sure. It did fine with makeup over the top of it. Do I think you need to spend that money on an SPF? No, I don't, because I have many that are less than half the price of that Kosas one, and I love them just the same. So if you like a tinted SPF, I think you will like it. But do I think everyone needs to go out and buy it? No, but I did enjoy it. The Corrector, this is not really new. This has been a favorite for quite a while. I am really enjoying having the pink shade now to add with the peach. Honestly, I could wear either one on their own, but together, they're very nice. Honestly, when I mix the two, I could really wear that and not put concealer over the top if I wanted to, but I love them both. The skin tint. You guys, my skin, the Estee Lauder looks so pretty on my skin. I mean, the shade match, first of all, is 10 out of 10, but wow. I mean, that is beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. And now I'm trying to figure out if I like that one or if I like the NARS Tinted Moisturizer the best, because I have been trying that one out as well. So I will keep using them and let you know, but this is beautiful. I do have to say, I still don't really see the matte quality in it, even though they do describe it as a matte skin tint. But again, I think it's all from the glow from that SPF. In terms of how it looks on my skin, it looks stunning. 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, but the concealer, first of all, it blended in beautifully with that skin tint. The color was spot on. It is not as full coverage as the soft matte concealer from NARS. If you are looking for super full coverage and you want that matte finish, I would go with NARS Soft Matte over this one, but this is also very nice, especially as like a spot concealer, like we used it today just to add additional coverage over the skin tint. And under my eyes, you guys, even with that powder underneath, it looks good. It looks good. I don't know if it's the combination of products or what it is, but I will keep using it and let you know. I am going to be doing a huge video probably in the next month or so, updating you on all of this Sephora makeup because I've tried so many things in the last 2 weeks and I need to keep testing them and really give you updated thoughts. So I will be doing that video in the next few weeks. Even the NARS powder, you guys. Now I have tons of powders in my collection. I love my Kosas powder. I love my House Labs loose powder. The NARS powder is kind of reminding me of the House Labs, but in a pressed version. It's not like the Kosas powder. The Kosas powder kind of blurs, but it also leaves a good bit of glow on your face. This NARS powder is very mattifying. So anywhere you put it, you're gonna really tone down the shine. So if that's what you're looking for in a pressed form, you might really like that one. But you guys, if you need a new bronzer or you want a new bronzer, you need to go add this to your cart. This is stunning, very, very high quality formula for $18. And right now it's 30% off during the sale. I mean, I love this. Do you see the blend is fantastic? It was easy to apply, seamless, buttery, looks beautiful on the eyes as eyeshadow. This, whoever it was I saw said this was a hidden gem. They were 100% right. This is fantastic. If you want a new bronzer, look into this one. The blush from Laura Mercier, I like it very much. I do think I had a little bit of pink blush on this brush, so it comes off a little more pink today, but I can definitely see why that formula is popular. I'm very excited to use that more, especially that shade, because I feel like this is just a perfect, goes with everything kind of blush shade. Very happy with that. The eyes, you guys, I don't say these words often, but if you like these tones, khaki, green, gold, you need to go add this to your cart, like right now. I don't say that often, and I don't like to say that. I don't like to tell you that you need something, but if these are colors that you like and you will use, you need this one. Forest Night from Kaja. This looks like Pat McGrath on my eyes. Like, and this is not a Pat McGrath price point. $26. Okay, so $26. Right now it's on sale depending on your tier of the Sephora sale. But is this worth $26? 110%. No issues applying it. They were easy, seamless, beautiful. Don't even have a lot of fallout, and they have quite a bit of shimmer in them. That's one thing I will say. If you don't love this wet, glittery look, or you don't like shimmer, you want mattes, there are no mattes, true mattes in here. So FYI, if you want that, you probably won't like this. But if you like these bronzy, shimmery colors, you need this one in your life. I'm just telling you. The eyeliner, stunning green. If you like green eyeliner, this one in Greener Pastures from Give is very nice. We'll see. I'll let you know how it wears, but nice and creamy, easy to apply. The perfect pairing with this from Kaja. This, I don't know. We'll have to see. So far, there is no transfer that I can see, but I just applied it like 10 minutes ago, so I will wear this. I guess I'm wearing this to Publix after this, and I'll let you know if I notice any transfer in the comments or in the description box. But so far, so good with that. The mascara, I hate to say it, but I really like it. It kind of honestly reminds me of the Rare Beauty mascara, but in brown, which is even better because you know how I feel about the Rare Beauty mascara. I love it. I just wish it came in brown. It added length, it added volume, it separated my lashes. I like it. I like it, you guys. And the lip combo. Okay, this just put it right over the edge. These, I really like the formula. This is just a little bit of a different color scheme than I typically go for with my lip products, but when I put a little bit of that Merit lip oil over the top, it added just that little hint of pink, and now I love this. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did, but I am so very sorry to say that I like everything from this video. Obviously, these are just first impressions, and they're just my first impressions, so just because I like it doesn't mean that you will love it, but I do have to tell you, this is one of the best looking overall makeup looks that I've done in months. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was so much fun. There's just nothing better. If you love makeup, sitting down and trying new things, I mean, there's just nothing better. We were talking about it on my live yesterday, and I know so many of you love makeup as much as me, and I hope this was fun for you. So I will have everything listed below and linked for you. Remember that they are affiliate links, so if you do shop through them, I do make a small commission that helps support my channel. So thank you so much if you do choose to do that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.